So many people wanted Plastic Man in the game. So many people were begging for him to come into the game. Well, he's here now. Is he going to be any good? I don't know. Let's find out.
There is a difference between you and me. We both looked into the abyss. But when it looked back at us, you blinked.
Hi guys, I'm Gravy here. This is a DZ video. In this video, I'm going to do the November preview. November is here. So Plastic Man, I'm going to be real. I don't really know his lore like that. Like I know him, but I don't know him like that. I don't like him like that. But a lot of people seem to really enjoy Plastic Man. I remember people have been asking for him for years, legitimately, to be added to the game. And he's in the game now. And a lot of the comments and the replies on the post seem to be people who are incredibly happy that he's back. Grail is a character that I was not familiar with. I looked up her history a bit, read through it a little bit, and I am interested in it. And some of it is kind of convoluted, and I don't understand exactly the whole like death of the father, but father not dead thing. I need to check that again. But she seems cool, so I'll check her out. Anyway, so November is almost here in DC Legends with Plastic Man, Rubber Smile, and Grail the God Killer. The reworked Cyborg Vic Stone and Atrocitus the Red Lantern Beast. Find out all about the month's events below. Grail the God Killer is the daily login hero. Grail is the daughter of Darkseid, prophesied to cause great destruction at the behest of the anti-god. And that was well, I'm not even going to go into the comic book lore. That's for others. I mean, I read up on it, and it seemed like a really interesting storyline. I wanted to know what happened. So if you guys know what issues those are, let me know. Superpowers. Instant breakdown. Special damage to a single target. Gain 5 int ups. Ignore shields. Legendary. Also gain 35% turn meter up and 3 speed ups. Wow. Runner with Atrocitus. Runner with Darkseid. Keep using that A1. Mark of Dominance. Grail gains 3 crit chance ups, 4 intelligence ups, so she is special damage, 30% turn meter up, 60% chance to apply 3 intelligence downs to all enemies, which weakens them for her to take out. If other members of Apocalypse are on the team, Grail gains 2 additional intelligence ups. I will happily run her with Darkseid or Desaad or both. Legendary, also purge up to 2 buffs from each enemy and apply buff immunity to a random enemy. The purging 2D, I mean, that's cool. It's cool, it's not great at all. Omega Beams. Special damage to all enemies and apply doom. Oh, sounds familiar. On a random enemy. Can't miss. Legendary. If Grail kills a character, reset Omega Beams cooldown. So if she kills them at all, then the Omega Beams gets reset. The reset to 0, so you can use it again. Twisted Existence. At the beginning of her turn, Grail converts 4 debuffs into intelligence ups. Also, Grail has 5+ intelligence ups. Apply doom to a random enemy. So, like, that legendary ability is kind of lame to me. So far, I mean, I think I'm okay with just taking her L3. Legendary 35% turn meter up. The legendary on the A2 also purge 2, but I'm not really in for it. On the A3, I would like it. It's kind of cool, but not, you know, I'm not, oh my god. Dark Summoning. When an enemy does damage to Grail, Grail gains 2 intelligence ups. Oh no, when an enemy does damage, to Grail, she gains 2 intelligence ups. 60% chance to call assist if she gets hit. Okay, I like. Legendary. If an ally dies, Grail uses Mark of Dominance. There's like 2 of her legendary abilities I want. I think her kit sounds really good and really interesting, but the legendary powers are just like, not so much. And they also have her this like crit chance 15%, and then crit value set 178. Very like Artemis. They want her to crit. You do want her to crit, so they've dropped the crit value down low. So you need to run her with like crit up tunes. Her intelligence is nuts high, 2,900. Okay. Plastic Man, Rubber Smile. Patrick Eel O'Brien was a small-time crook who was exposed to an unknown acid during a robbery and became the stretchable superhero Plastic Man. Pest Control. Damage to a single enemy, 50% chance to apply stun. Legendary, 50% chance to attack again the same target. Now, I'm guessing this 50% chance is kind of like the Harley Quinn thing, kind of like the Booster Gold thing. Part of their like personalities in these comic books and in these series is that they aren't exactly reliable individuals, or you don't count on them to be reliable. Whether they are or not throughout their history or throughout their presence in the comic book, that's up for you to decide, but they're seen as unreliable characters. And yeah. Whip It, damage to all enemies and purge 5 buffs from each enemy. I like that. Legendary, if one enemy is stunned, Plastic Man gains 2 permanent stamina ups. Okay, I kind of like that. All right. The Hit Salad, heavy damage to a single enemy. If Plastic Man has taunt, apply 50% turn meter down to the target. I like. Legendary, Plastic Man, gain a medium overheal. I do like that as well. So if you're stunned, I like that one. I mean, the legendaries are okay. And yeah, I'm gonna take that other. So I'll take all 3 of these legendaries so far. That's for sure. Always retread, never. Always retreat, never surrender. Always retread, never surrender. Always retread. All right. At the beginning of his turn, Plastic Man has a 65% chance to consume up to 5 debuffs and convert them to min. I like this whole changing debuffs into buffs or changing buffs into debuffs. I love when that happens. I do. 65% chance. I wish it was like 75% or 100%. Legendary. Also 50% chance to reset all Plastic Man cooldowns. That's nuts. I like that ability. All rubber. After he is damaged by an enemy, Plastic Man has a 50% chance to gain taunt. Okay, and stamina ups. Legendary, 50% chance to stun the attacking enemy. So he doesn't have ability that actively gives him taunt, but they want him to taunt. So then running with like your Poison Ivies, I guess, and your Ben Sewers to get taunt on him more reliably than 50% chance when he gets hit. Yeah. Anyway, then, yeah, crit value. I'm looking at crit chance, crit value. He's actually very low on HP. It's like 31,000. I mean, at least for a taunter, that's pretty low if they want him to taunt. Not a fan. Vic Stone was saved from the brink of death by his scientist father. Now Cyborg is the half-human, half-machine fusion of 2 worlds. That's actually a pretty good description. Triangulating blast. Damage to an enemy. Gain 3 strength ups. Can't miss. I love this now, the can't miss stuff. Before that whole like 33% chance to land attack. I'm like, what the hell? You just don't want me to play with him. Legendary. Turn 3 strength ups into 1 permanent strength up. But that can be purged. Right? So that's kind of like a PvE thing, I would say. Because if I have 3 and then I change it to 1, and then we have all these characters who steal 5 buffs or more, I'm making it easier for them to steal my buffs, basically. Charge cannon, heavy damage to an enemy, 50% chance to deal double damage, okay? Can't miss the attack is the legendary point there. I might not take that legendary point on the A1 at all, ever, even if I took him RB1. Gain 4 speed ups, 60% chance to gain 3 strength ups, legendary, gain 5 crit chance ups. Okay, like, it's okay. Team Sport, every time that Cyborg hits an enemy, 60% chance to gain 4 strength ups. I mean, I like it. It looks like he's going to buff, and 4 mins. It looks like they want him to buff relatively often. Cyborg starts the battle with permanent true sight is the legendary point. But it says permanent but not unpurgeable. So that means he'll always have it, but then it could be purged. And I'm thinking on that a lot because there's a lot of like purging going on and stealing of buffs going on right now. Optimized systems. If Cyborg has 6 or more buffs at the start of each teammate turn, gain 25% turn meter up. I do love that. Use overclock at the beginning of battle as a legendary point. I want to see how this kit goes, but it seems like you want him to buff and stack a lot of buffs. I got it, but the converting the 3 strength ups into a permanent 1 strength up, I don't like, because then it just makes it easier to steal stuff from me. And then the permanent true sight, if it's not unpurgeable, is not as beneficial as this would have been like 4 months ago. So there's that. Then Atrocitus. After the massacre of Sector 666, that's not obvious. And the death of his family, Atrocitus embraced the power of rage to become the first Red Lantern. I understand it. Rage charge. Damage to an enemy and apply enrage. Gain 5 strength ups. Legendary plus 15% damage per each enrage on all combatants. Love to see it. Max 8. Well, I mean, there's not more than 8 combatants. Choke on my rage. Damage to a single enemy and apply enrage. 4 hit chance down and 4 intelligence down that ignore immunities. That's the one that ignores immunities. Like you're giving them rage, you're giving them intelligence downs, you're giving them hit chance downs, and it ignores immunities. I love it. And then call assist from each enraged teammate. Now this was the ability that I loved at first, but now I think I like the A3 even more, which is collateral. Yeah, and I have been playing with Red Lantern a lot. It's fun. Cyborg is still like below 70-11 for me, so I'm working on him. I'll get him out there as soon as I can. Collateral Fury, damage to all enemies, apply enrage, and 5 strength ups to each teammate. All enraged teammates attack random enemies. Awesome. I do love that ability now too. Just because when all the enemies attacking, you'll see down there later on as you're reading it, or as I go through this kit, that he also gives them increased damage. So when they all attack randomly, they really cause some damage. Red power ring, sorry. After the combat starts, gain 20% shield whenever a combatant gains enrage. Also, gain 3 strength ups whenever an enraged combatant attacks. Legendary. And he buffs like a madman. He buffs so fast. Legendary, 15% chance plus 10% chance per each enrage on all combatants to revive. I'm surprised they didn't say max 8. To revive with 40% health and 20% shield. Berserk, that's an okay ability at best. I did not take that legendary point. He's A4 for me right now, and I didn't take the legendary point just because I'm in game, so I don't want him to die. I don't want anybody to die. Not really. That's my goal. Is to 3-star everything. Berserker. After combat starts, while enraged, all allies gain plus 50% damage. Yay. Plus 50% speed. Yay. Also, 60% chance to retaliate when enraged allies are attacked. Yay. Legendary at the beginning of the battle. Gain 20% turn meter up. That's only for him, not for the entire team. And apply enrage, 2 strength ups, and 15% shield to all teammates. Awesome. Atrocitus is absolutely incredible, incredible, incredible. Now let's go on down to the PvP completion bonus, or completion bonus is Siren. I mean, for me, bleh, like to the nth degree. But if you're early, mid-game, she's not a bad tune to have. She's not great, but she's not bad. So put some resources into her, but not a whole lot. Showdown tournaments for November. There's 2 showdown tournaments of Solomon Grundy. Pretty good taunter, like a pretty good Mystic taunter. And then the board clear is Killer Croc. From what I understand, Killer Croc is trash. But he is getting a stat boost this month. Blitz, physical and female. Siege is Plastic Man. I think I want to go after him pretty hard. I got Atrocitus, Black Manta, Black Mask, Wally West, Cersei. Cyborg I'm working on right now, so I should be able to get some bonuses there. You have the Grail 10-day events. You have Black Adam. Hammer the out of that event if you don't have Black Adam, okay? Do it. You want him on your side. You want him on your team. Superwoman. Early to mid-game. Whatever you have to do, focus on this event. Superwoman is a beast in Raid, and Raid is an awesome place to get resources. Get as many frags of Superwoman as you possibly can. Like, if you have to ignore other things, ignore them. And here's the event eligibility list. Okay, cool. Raids, that's what's going on right now. I like this costume, this skin. I'm just never going to use Dr. Fate. He's not great. And then the Black Adam movie skin, I think it's okay. I'm not too terribly impressed with it, got to be honest. I think it's good. It's not wowing me. Ares, The Just War, and Aquaman, King of the Seas. Those are the skins that are going to be in. Stat boost to Saint Walker. If you guys, and I put this in another video, but I just did a versus of Saint Walker versus Kyle Rayner, but Saint Walker now has a stat boost. And I would like to do a revisit to Steel. I said that before, like a while back. He has a stat boost. I would like to do a Saint Walker versus Steel video. However, I just did Saint Walker and an in-depth guide on Saint Walker like maybe 2 months ago. I don't even think it was that long ago. So do you guys want me to do another like Saint Walker in-depth guide and do a versus of him versus Steel? Or do you think like Saint Walker was too recent and I should just move on to someone else? Killer Croc got a stat boost. He's trash. Bloodsport, I never worked on even a little bit. So that is the month of November. It looks like there might be some good stuff in there. I really want to play with Grail, see what she has to offer. Plastic Man, I'm relatively excited about, actually. Cyborg, the jury's still out. I think this kit would have been awesome 6 months ago. But there's so much. Well, if I'm going to say that, I have to say the same thing about all the tunes. So maybe I shouldn't walk into Cyborg being so skeptical. How about that? And then Atrocitus is a monster. Absolute beast. I think he's going to be the best tune of the month already. So I drop these videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So please like, please subscribe. If you don't like it, hit subscribe and hit dislike. I'm okay with that as well. Buy me a coffee. Help support the channel. Help support me by also checking out the affiliates in the links below. And I'll see you guys next time.